Hi and welcome to this video about how to overcome the roadblocks in internet marketing. And roadblocks happen in internet marketing just as much as they do on a car trip. And yeah, sure, they may not have a large flashing detour sign telling you there's a detour or the road ahead is closed, but they're there nonetheless. And just like a car journey, you need to work around them because they're in the way. Start by recognizing what's stopping you, what's the roadblock, and that could be easy. Maybe you can't start the article you wanted to start, or you don't even know its headline. And if that's the case, pop across to this site. It's called Content Ideator, it's on a site called contentforest.com. But if you search for either of those, Content Ideator, I'm sure you'll find it, or contentforest.com and then Ideator, and just enter your keyword in there. So whatever you fancy. It's really exciting, that one. And it comes up with a long list of lots of pages of different titles you might want to use, and it's a good starting point. Really plenty of ideas. I said 13 pages there, easy. Jot down a few subheadings related to the title and write a paragraph or two on each as though you were talking to a friend, and that's it. That's your article written. So if you're stalling on that, don't stall any longer. Or your roadblock could be slightly harder. It might be that you haven't chosen a niche yet, and that can be a showstopper for a lot of people, and it can cause them to stall for way too long. If it's a niche, brainstorm on various things that you like and enjoy, because you're going to be spending a lot of time on it. But once you've brainstormed, and it can just be literally jot down the first few things that come in your head, then spend a few minutes, and notice I did say minutes, not hours or days, quickly researching each one, and just type the keywords in. Type them into Google. Are there adverts showing in the search results? Are the web pages selling things in the first page or two of the results, or is everything stuffy advice with no hint of monetization? And you'll be able to spot that quite easily, quite fast. Then when you've got maybe 3 possible niches, do a bit more research. Check how many products there are on Amazon. Again, it's only a quick thing, just put it in, what's the count? And see how many sectors they're spread across. You can tell that when it says you can't sort the search results yet, you've got to select a sector. Really annoying, but it tells you there's more than one sector, so that's good for our purposes. Then pop across to ClickBank and see whether there are products there. Then all you need is a domain, and you won't get the perfect domain name. They sold years ago, and if they're available now, they're going for really big money. It needs to be good enough. So again, don't spend hours and hours and hours researching the perfect domain. Good enough is good enough. Then find a host, and again, plenty of those. Most of them are at least okay. There's reviews around, but most of those are biased because they're trying to sell you the hosting for the commission. But you can find a host and you always change later. Then create some content, and that's that word again, to put on the domain and keep doing it. Lots of famous marketers have said something along the lines of one of something is dangerous, because basically it is. And if you've only got one page on your website, that may well never get found because it's pretty much the being the needle in a haystack. That's billions and billions of pages on the web, and yours is one of them. Chance of getting found, not high. If you've only got one method of driving traffic, that could vanish. So spread yourself, not so thin that you're invisible, closer to what a spider does when it's weaving a web. It's mainly air with a few thin strands that are, want a better word, holding the air up. And that's what you're kind of doing. It's a bit of a balancing act. It's a bit weird to do at first, but you'll get there. And it works for the spider. It catches the flies it needs to survive, and the same thing happens on the web, because that's why it's often called the World Wide Web. The links between pages are often tenuous. Some people make a career called SEO out of trying to figure those links out and manipulate. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. But for our purposes, it's just good enough to add some content, written, video, audio, and let the web spiders, Google, find the strands and make sense of them, and that's pretty much it. That's the secret formula for success on the internet. Find out where your personal roadblocks are at this moment in time, work around them, or work with them. Either of those work. And that content thing again sounds simplistic, but it's probably a large chunk of the traffic. Obviously, if you're going for a really generic keyword like weight loss, it won't be. But if you're doing weight loss with the paleo diet for people over 50, yeah, you're going to be targeted. Just type that in, and that headline's not in any of those things. I mean, whether that's weight loss paleo diet will be on the restriction on the thing, so it'll be there. But anyway, just use your imagination and drill down. And not necessarily drill down, but certainly work out what you hit when you hit a roadblock on your internet marketing, and just work out what to do, how to get around it, and you'll go further, faster than you ever thought possible. And if you're really stuck for whatever reason, put a comment in the... You actually can't do this as a video. This was copied from a... Okay, messed up there. This was copied from an article, but you can send me a subscriber message or something like that. And you can also watch, there's a free video linked from below this about starting affiliate marketing, because you're getting your next or first commission is a really, really good way to push yourself past any roadblocks, because money works really subtly like that.